As the gentle breeze swept through Sunset Cliffs Natural Park in San Diego, Joshua Belmont took a deep breath, his heart pounding with nervous excitement. The sun began its descent, casting a warm glow over the breathtaking scenery. He turned to Jane Aguila, his longtime love, and took her hands in his.
"Will you marry me?"
Joshua's voice trembled with anticipation as he looked deeply into Jane's eyes. Jane's heart skipped a beat, her eyes widening in surprise. "Joshua, what? I mean, are you serious?" Jane stammered, her hands trembling in his. They stood on the edge of the cliffs, overlooking the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Joshua smiled warmly, his eyes filled with affection.
"Absolutely serious, Jane. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you be my wife?"
Jane's mind raced as she processed the moment. It felt surreal, standing in their favourite spot surrounded by the beauty of nature, with the person she loved most asking her to spend the rest of her life with him. She took a deep breath, trying to compose herself.
"Open the box, Jane,"
Joshua urged, still holding onto the small velvet box. Jane hesitated for a moment before carefully opening it. The sunlight caught the gleam of the stunning ring inside, a delicate combination of pearls and diamonds elegantly sculpted. "Oh, Joshua, it's beautiful!" Jane gasped, her eyes fixated on the exquisite ring. The realization of the moment hit her, and a mixture of emotions washed over her. Surprise, joy, and a hint of nervousness. Joshua knelt on one knee, his gaze unwavering as he held the ring towards her.
"Jane Aguila, will you make me the happiest man alive and marry me?"
Jane's eyes filled with tears as she looked into Joshua's earnest eyes. She couldn't believe how perfect the moment was. She nodded, her voice barely a whisper. "Yes, Joshua, yes!" A wide smile spread across Joshua's face as he slipped the ring onto Jane's finger. The setting sun cast a golden hue over the couple, creating a magical backdrop for this unforgettable moment.
"I love you, Jane,"
Joshua whispered, his voice filled with sincerity. He stood up, pulling her into a warm embrace. Jane could feel his love enveloping her, and she couldn't help but tear up. "I love you too, Joshua," Jane replied, her voice choked with emotion. They held each other tightly, savouring the joy of their commitment amidst the natural beauty that surrounded them. As they stood on Sunset Cliffs, the waves crashing below, Joshua began to express his feelings.
"You mean the world to me, Jane. From the moment we met, I knew you were the one. I cherish every laugh, every tear, and every adventure we've shared."
Jane listened attentively, her heart swelling with love. Joshua continued.
"I promise to stand by you, to support you in all your dreams, and to be your rock through thick and thin. Together we'll create a lifetime of beautiful memories."
Tears streamed down Jane's cheeks as she embraced the depth of Joshua's words. "And I promise to love you unconditionally, Joshua, to be your partner in every step of this journey, to cherish and honour the love we've found." The sun dipped below the horizon, casting the sky in hues of pink and orange. The couple, lost in each other's embrace, felt the world stand still. As they gazed into the future hand in hand, the promise of a lifetime of love and happiness unfolded before them. In the midst of their joy, Joshua and Jane couldn't help but share a laugh, realizing that their lives were about to change forever. The ring on Jane's finger sparkled in the fading light, a symbol of the commitment they had made to each other. As the stars began to twinkle in the evening sky, Joshua and Jane, engaged and overwhelmed with happiness, decided to commemorate this special occasion with a quiet dinner in their favourite seaside restaurant. The waves whispered their congratulations as the couple walked away, hand in hand, towards a future filled with love and endless possibilities. Joshua Belmont and Jane Aguila, high school sweethearts whose hearts were entwined by the cutest proposal at Sunset Cliffs Natural Park in San Diego, had embarked on a journey that surpassed their wildest dreams. Now, as married adults, they found themselves at the helm of two of the wealthiest and most influential families in the world. Despite their impressive family histories, Joshua and Jane had forged a connection built on genuine love rather than the weight of their names. Their wedding was a grand affair, a union that not only joined two hearts but also brought together two powerful families. Joshua, the heir to the Belmont Empire, and Jane, the heiress of the Aguila legacy, had successfully woven their own love story, distinct from the expectation and pressures of their family backgrounds. The joyous occasion was celebrated not only by the couple, but also by their delighted parents, who were genuinely happy to see their children united in love. As the days unfolded, Joshua and Jane navigated the intricate balance of love and responsibility, seamlessly blending their personal and professional lives. Together, they harnessed the power of their combined influence to elevate their businesses to unprecedented heights. Their unity created a force in the business world that was unparalleled, a formidable alliance that resonated with strength and success. One evening after a particularly fruitful business trip, Joshua returned home to find their house adorned with decorations. The sweet aroma of a freshly baked cake wafted through the air, and in the center of it stood a cake with a message that would forever change their lives. A little one is on the way. Joshua's eyes widened in surprise and joy. The realization that they were about to embark on a new chapter of their lives filled him with an overwhelming sense of happiness. He approached the cake, the message sinking in. Unable to contain his excitement, he rushed through the door to find Jane.
"Jane, where are you?"
Joshua called out, the anticipation evident in his voice. Jane emerged from another room, a playful smile on her face. "Surprise!" she exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with joy.
"Jane,"
Joshua exclaimed, his voice filled with excitement.
"Is it true? Are we going to be parents?"
Jane nodded, tears of happiness glistening in her eyes. "Yes, Joshua, we're going to have a little one." Unable to contain his elation, Joshua scooped Jane into his arms and twirled her around the room. Laughter echoed through their home as they celebrated the impending arrival of their child.
"I love you, Jane. Thank you for making me the happiest man alive," Joshua whispered, his eyes shining with unbridled joy.
Jane hugged him tightly, sharing in the bliss of the moment. "I love you too, Joshua. Our little family is going to be so happy." From that day forward, the Belmont Aguila household resonated with the excitement of impending parenthood. The couple navigated the journey together, attending doctor's appointments, preparing the nursery, and sharing tender moments as they anticipated the arrival of their baby. As Jane's pregnancy progressed, Joshua became more attentive and supportive. He attended prenatal classes with her, read parenting books, and ensured that Jane felt loved and cherished throughout the experience. Their love, tested and strengthened over the years, now expanded to include a new life they would create together. The families, elated by the prospect of a new addition, rallied around Joshua and Jane, offering support and guidance. The combined legacy of the Belmonts and the Aguilas would now extend to a new generation, creating a lineage that would carry on the values of love, dedication, and success. The day arrived when Jane went into labor. In the delivery room, Joshua stood by her side, holding her hand and offering words of encouragement. The joyous cries of their newborn filled the room, marking the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. As Joshua cradled their precious baby in his arms, he marvelled at the miracle of life. Jane, exhausted but radiant, looked at their child with overwhelming love. Together, they embraced the journey of parenthood, knowing that their love story had now evolved into a beautiful family legacy. The Belmont Aguila family continued to thrive, with each passing day bringing new challenges and triumphs. Joshua and Jane, now seasoned parents, instilled in their kids the same values that had guided their own lives: love, resilience, and the pursuit of dreams. Their business success mirrored the success of their family life. The Belmont Aguila conglomerate expanded its reach, becoming a global powerhouse. Yet, despite the demands of their professional lives, Joshua and Jane prioritized family time, creating cherished memories with their growing kid. In the midst of their busy lives, Joshua and Jane never lost sight of the foundation that had brought them together. A simple question on Sunset Cliffs that had led to a lifetime of love and partnership. Their story became a beacon of hope and inspiration, proving that love, when nurtured and cherished, could withstand the tests of time. As the days unfolded, the Belmont Aguila family continued to make a mark on the world. Their legacy extended beyond business success. It became a testament to the enduring power of love and the strength that family bonds could provide. And so, in their beautiful home overlooking the city, with the sun setting behind the horizon, Joshua and Jane Belmont reflected on the incredible journey that had brought them to this moment. Hand in hand, they embraced the richness of their life, grateful for the love that had shaped their destiny and the legacy they had created together. "Uncle, I'm getting late," Noah called out, glancing at his watch with a hint of urgency in his voice.
"Just give me 5 minutes, kiddo,"
Uncle Henry replied, his voice resonating from the kitchen. Noah sighed and continued getting ready for his first day of school in Columbus, Ohio. Noah and his uncle were no strangers to change. They shared a unique bond, and one that took them across states and schools, exploring the vast expanse of the United States. Noah had experienced life in different corners of the country, moving from one school to another, embracing the thrill of constant discovery. Now, in Ohio for his senior year, Noah found himself amidst a new adventure. Uncle Henry had decided to open a small cafe in town, adding another layer to their nomadic lifestyle. As Noah donned loose trousers and a crisp blue button-down shirt, he reflected on the incredible journey they had shared. Uncle Henry, ever the caring soul, was in the kitchen preparing pancakes for Noah's first day of school breakfast. The sweet aroma of maple syrup filled the air, but the ticking clock reminded them that time was of the essence.
"Uncle, I really have to go,"
Noah called out again, his backpack slung over one shoulder.
"Just a sec, kiddo,"
Uncle Henry replied, carefully flipping a pancake on the griddle. He moved with a practiced ease, his movements a testament to the countless mornings they had shared. In a matter of minutes, Uncle Henry managed to put together a hasty but delicious breakfast. Noah eagerly took a seat at the small kitchen table, and they both devoured the pancakes with maple syrup. As they finished their breakfast in record time, Noah got up, ready to head out. Uncle Henry grabbed his keys and prepared to drop Noah off for his first day at the new school. The excitement and nervousness mingled in the air. However, their morning routine took an unexpected turn. As they made their way to the front door, the clutter of boxes inside their house became a hurdle. In their haste, they collided with the stacked boxes, causing Uncle Henry to lose his balance and tumble to the floor. Noah burst into laughter at the sight of his uncle on the ground. He quickly moved to help him up, his laughter echoing through the house.
"Uncle, we've got to clean this place up and set it properly. Otherwise we are going to keep falling every day."
Uncle Henry, still on the floor, made a playful grimace at Noah's comment.
"You might have a point there, kiddo. Let's get this place sorted out."
Noah and Uncle Henry spent the next few seconds organising the boxes, moving them to a designated area, and clearing the path. It turned into an impromptu cleaning session, with laughter and banter echoing through the house. With the living space somewhat decluttered, they finally made their way to the car. the morning sun bathed the quiet streets of Columbus as they embarked on their journey to the school. As they drove, Uncle Henry couldn't help but feel a sense of pride mixed with a twinge of nostalgia. His kiddo, Noah, was growing up. The boy who had shared countless road trips, exploration and laughter was now starting a new chapter in his life. Noah, on the other hand, couldn't shake off the butterflies in his stomach. Senior year in a new school meant meeting new friends, adapting to a different environment and navigating the challenges that came with change. Yet he knew he had Uncle Henry by his side, a constant in the unpredictable journey they called life. The school loomed into view, and Uncle Henry pulled up to the entrance. Noah, his backpack slung over his shoulder, took a deep breath.
"Thanks, Uncle. I'll see you later."
Uncle Henry smiled warmly.
"You've got this, kiddo. Make some friends, enjoy the day, and don't forget to learn a thing or two."
Noah chuckled, giving his uncle a quick hug before stepping out of the car. The bell rang, signalling the beginning of his first day. Henry watched Noah walk towards the school entrance, a mix of emotions playing on his face. Pride, love, and a touch of nostalgia filled his heart. As the car pulled away from the school, Uncle Henry couldn't help but reflect on the incredible journey they had shared. Uncle Henry and Noah took comfort in the familiarity of their common environment in their new house. Their home, which was tucked away in a peaceful area, perfectly captured the spirit of their itinerant lifestyle. It was a comfortable home filled with mementos and relics from their many travels throughout the United States. The living room boasted an eclectic mix of furniture, each piece carrying a story of its own. There was a worn-out leather couch, a witness to the countless evenings spent sharing laughter and tales of their journeys. Nearby, a rustic coffee table held a collection of travel guides and souvenirs, a testament to their love for exploration. Against one wall stood a large bookshelf filled with an array of books, from classic literature to travel memoirs. The shelves also housed an assortment of photographs capturing moments from their adventures. A snapshot of them standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon. A candid shot from the bustling streets of New York City. And a serene image taken during a quiet evening in the Pacific Northwest. The kitchen, though modest in size, was the heart of their home. It bore the remnants of their hurried morning routine, with a faint scent of maple syrup lingering in the air. The walls were adorned with a colourful array of postcards collected from various destinations, creating a visual tapestry that mirrored the diversity of their experiences. As Uncle Henry unpacked the remaining boxes, he couldn't help but pause and reflect on some of their most cherished adventures. He recalled the time they camped under the starlit sky in the Grand Canyon, the crackling of the campfire echoing through the vast canyon walls. They had marveled at the beauty of nature, feeling a profound connection to the universe. The memories of navigating the bustling streets of New York City brought a smile to Uncle Henry's face. The energy of the city, the iconic landmarks, and the diverse cultures they encountered all became part of the tapestry of their shared experiences. The photographs on the wall captured glimpses of those moments, freezing in time the joy and wonder they felt. In the Pacific Northwest, surrounded by lush forests and serene landscapes, they had discovered a different kind of beauty. The tranquility of the region offered a welcome contrast to the fast-paced urban adventures they often embarked on. It was during those quiet evenings that Noah and Uncle Henry had forged an even deeper connection, appreciating the simple joys of being together. Their home, now in Columbus, reflected the amalgamation of these diverse experiences. The walls whispered stories of their journey, and the furniture bore the marks of the countless hours spent planning their next adventure. It was a sanctuary, a place where the echoes of laughter, the warmth of shared moments, and the thrill of discovery reverberated through the walls. As they settled into their routines in Columbus, Uncle Henry and Noah continued to explore the city and its surroundings. The local cafe that Uncle Henry had opened became a hub for the community, a place where neighbours gathered to share stories over a cup of coffee. In the evenings, Noah and Uncle Henry would often sit on their porch, reminiscing about their past adventures and discussing the possibilities that lay ahead. The city of Columbus, with its welcoming atmosphere, became another chapter in their journey, a place where they could create new memories while cherishing the ones they had already made. The unpacked boxes served as a reminder that their story was still unfolding. Each item held sentimental value, a link to the past that shaped their present. As they settled into the rhythm of life in Columbus, Noah and Uncle Henry knew that their home was more than just a physical space. It was a reflection of the bond they shared, a sanctuary filled with love, laughter, and the promise of more adventures to come. Noah entered the school with a sense of quiet anticipation. The hallways echoed with the sounds of students catching up after the summer break. As he navigated through the unfamiliar corridors, he couldn't help but feel a twinge of nervousness. His love for books and the tranquility of his past adventures with Uncle Henry had made him a bit reserved, but he hoped that this new school would bring him a set of good memories. The orientation hall pulsated with the energy of a new school year as Noah entered, his footsteps echoing in the expansive space. Rows of students, both familiar faces from the previous year and newcomers like Noah, filled the seats. The atmosphere was a mix of anticipation and a touch of nervousness. Noah, ever the quiet observer, found a seat towards the back of the hall. The headmaster, a figure of authority with greying hair and a presence that commanded attention, took the stage. His voice resonated through the hall as he welcomed everyone back and introduced the school's ethos and values. As the headmaster delved into the details of the academic year, extracurricular activities, and the school's commitment to fostering a nurturing environment, Noah absorbed the information, feeling a sense of both excitement and trepidation. The unknowns of a new school and the challenge of making connections weighed on him. When the headmaster called for the introduction of new students, a moment of hesitation swept over Noah. With reluctance, he rose from his seat and walked towards the stage. The students' eyes followed him, their curiosity palpable. Noah introduced himself briefly, the applause that followed polite but lacking enthusiasm. He returned to his seat, feeling a subtle tension in the air. As he sat there contemplating the challenge of making new connections, a voice broke through the silence.
"Hey, I'm Oliver McGeorge."
The unexpected greeting came from a lively, outgoing boy who had taken the seat next to Noah. Surprised by the friendly gesture, Noah managed a small smile and extended his hand for a handshake. Oliver, with his energetic demeanour, seemed undeterred by the initial lackluster response from the other students.
"You're Noah McGeorge, right?"
he asked, a mischievous twinkle in his eye. A nod from Noah confirmed his identity, prompting Oliver to chuckle.
"Same last name, but no relation as far as I know. Just a quirky coincidence."
Noah was relieved to find someone approaching him, breaking the ice in this new environment. Oliver's lively spirit seemed contagious, and the two boys struck up a conversation as the orientation continued. As the event concluded, the students were instructed to head to their respective classes. Oliver, seemingly familiar with the school's layout, offered to guide Noah through the maze of hallways. They chatted along the way, and Oliver shared some insights about the school's dynamics.
"Look, Noah, this place can be a bit tricky," Oliver warned, his tone more serious now. "Students here might seem friendly, but there's a subtle undercurrent. Some are waiting for a chance to mock or bully others. It's like a hidden game. Just be cautious."
Noah's eyes widened in surprise. He hadn't expected such a revelation about the seemingly friendly environment. He thanked Oliver for the heads up, acknowledging that he tended to keep a low profile and avoid unnecessary attention. Classes commenced, and Oliver and Noah found themselves in the same classes for most subjects. As they navigated through the challenges of academics, they discovered a shared passion for certain subjects and a similar approach to learning. It was the beginning of a genuine friendship. Lunchtime rolled around and the boys headed to the bustling school canteen. Oliver led Noah through the sea of students, pointing out various sections and sharing anecdotes about the quirky characters at the school. The school canteen buzzed with activity as Oliver and Noah made their way through the crowded space, trays in hand. The aroma of various foods wafted through the air, creating a cacophony of scents that reflected the diversity of the menu. Oliver expertly navigated through the sea of students, finding an unoccupied table in the corner. The canteen's vibrant ambience filled the air with students chatting, laughter resonating, and the occasional clatter of trays and utensils adding to the background symphony. As they settled into their seats, trays laden with cafeteria fare, the conversation between Oliver and Noah flowed seamlessly. Oliver, with his animated gestures, spoke about the quirks of the canteen, ranging from the infamous mystery meat to the surprisingly delicious dessert options.
Trust me, Noah, the chocolate pudding is the unsung hero of this place. You've got to try it,
Oliver exclaimed, pointing to the dessert section with a grin. Noah chuckled, appreciating Oliver's lively commentary on the intricacies of the school's culinary offerings.
I'll take your word for it, Oliver. I'm still trying to figure out the lay of the land around here. Man, this place can be tough, but with the right friends, you'll be just fine, Oliver reassured Noah between bites of his sandwich.
Noah, appreciating the camaraderie that was forming, nodded in agreement.
Thanks for showing me around and giving me the lowdown on the school dynamics, Oliver. It's a lot to take in.
Oliver grinned.
No problem, Noah, we're in this together.
Sensing Noah's reserved nature, he decided to steer the conversation toward a more personal note.
So, Noah, tell me about your family. Do you have any siblings, cool cousins, or maybe a quirky uncle like mine?
Noah smiled at the question, grateful for the opportunity to share a little bit about his life.
Oh, well, it's just me and my uncle, Uncle Henry. We've been travelling a lot, exploring different places. He's more like a friend than an uncle, you know?
Oliver's eyes widened with genuine interest.
That sounds amazing! Travelling must be a blast. Oh, any favourite places you've been to?
Noah nodded, reminiscing about their adventures.
Oh, the Grand Canyon was surreal, and the Pacific Northwest had this serene beauty, but every place has its charm.
Oliver leaned in, eager to hear more.
And what about this mysterious Uncle Henry? Any legendary stories or hidden talents?
Noah chuckled.
Well, he's a fantastic chef, so I never complain about our meals. As for legendary stories, there was this one time we got lost in a small town in Texas. We ended up joining a local dance festival. It was unexpected but incredibly fun.
The conversation flowed effortlessly as they discussed their families, with Oliver sharing tales of his rambunctious younger sister and the various escapades of his extended family. Their exchange shifted to their respective hometowns, with Noah describing the quaint charm of the towns he had visited and Oliver regaling tales of the bustling energy of his own. As they explored the topic of their hometowns, Noah discovered that Oliver hailed from a town not far from Columbus. Oliver spoke fondly of its community spirit, the annual town fair, and the close-knit relationships amongst its residents.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, Oliver. I've always been more of a small-town person myself, Noah admitted. Though I'm still figuring out what makes Columbus tick. Oliver grinned. Well, you've got me as your Columbus tour guide. I'll show you all the hidden gems, and trust me, there are plenty.
Their conversation meandered through various topics, school experiences, favourite books, and even their shared appreciation for classic movies. The canteen, once a bustling backdrop, faded into the background as Noah and Oliver forged a connection that surpassed the confines of the high school environment. Oliver's outgoing nature and Noah's thoughtful reflections complemented each other, creating a dynamic friendship that seemed to grow stronger with each passing moment. As they finished their lunch, laughter echoed in the canteen and the bustling atmosphere felt a little warmer for both Oliver and Noah. The lunchtime conversation, marked by a genuine exchange of stories and shared experiences, became a pivotal moment in their budding friendship. Little did they know that this unexpected connection would become the anchor they needed in navigating the complexities of high school life. The canteen, witness to their laughter and camaraderie, stood as a backdrop to the beginning of a friendship that would shape their high school journey in Columbus. Noah and Oliver's friendship continued to blossom as they walked together to their next class after lunch. The lively banter between them made the transition from the cafeteria to the classroom feel seamless. As they strolled through the corridors, Oliver turned to Noah with a thoughtful expression.
Hey Noah, there's something I forgot to mention. So Columbus High can be a bit hard. People here can be, well, not exactly what they seem. Many have dropped out because of the constant teasing and mockery. Just stay focused on your work, and we'll have a blast, trust me.
Noah felt a twinge of discomfort at Oliver's revelation. It wasn't the welcoming environment he had hoped for, but the genuine concern in Oliver's eyes reassured him.
Thanks for the heads up again, Oliver. It's good to know I've got a friend like you to navigate this.
Oliver grinned, clapping Noah on the back.
Absolutely, buddy. We've got each other's backs. Now, let's make the most out of this adventure.
Their camaraderie solidified through shared laughter and an understanding of each other's strengths, which carried them through the school day. When the final bell rang, signalling the end of classes, Noah turned to Oliver with an invitation.
Hey, Oliver, would you like to come with me to my uncle's cafe? It's just a short walk from here and I'd love for you to meet him.
Oliver's eyes lit up with curiosity and enthusiasm.
Absolutely! Lead the way, my friend. I'm always up for a good cafe experience.
Noah and Oliver made their way to Uncle Henry's cafe, the anticipation of introducing a new friend evident on Noah's face. As they entered, the comforting aroma of freshly brewed coffee enveloped them. Noah spotted Uncle Henry behind the counter, a warm smile spreading across his face as he saw his nephew. Uncle Henry's cafe embraced visitors with a cozy charm, the air filled with the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Vintage artwork adorned the walls, creating a blend of modern and rustic aesthetics. Soft jazz melodies played as patrons settled into plush seating, fostering a leisurely ambiance. The eclectic mix of furniture and intimate seating areas encouraged connections, while large windows bathed the space in natural light. Potted plants added a touch of greenery, enhancing the cafe's welcoming atmosphere. The counter, the heart of the cafe, showcased diverse coffee beans, and the sound of grinding and steaming became part of the ambient symphony. The chalkboard menu featured a curated selection, showcasing Uncle Henry's passion for coffee. Patrons engaged in conversations or immersed themselves in books, creating a sense of community. Uncle Henry, with a welcoming smile, curated a space where strangers became friends over shared cups of exceptional coffee. The cafe's walls, adorned with local artwork, painted a visual narrative of the community. It became a gallery reflecting the vibrancy of Columbus.
Noah! Uncle Henry exclaimed, opening his arms for a hug.
Noah embraced his uncle, introducing Oliver with a sense of pride.
Uncle Henry, this is Oliver! Oliver, meet the legend himself, Uncle Henry.
Uncle Henry chuckled, extending a hand to Oliver.
Pleasure to meet you, Oliver. Any friend of Noah's is a friend of mine. What can I get you to drink?
Oliver, with a charismatic charm, replied,
An Americano, please. I've heard this place is the best in town.
Noah chimed in.
And I'll have my usual cappuccino, Uncle.
As Uncle Henry prepared their drinks, Noah couldn't resist sharing a surprise revelation.
Oh, guess what, Uncle? Oliver's last name is McGeorge too.
Uncle Henry's eyes widened in amused surprise.
Well, isn't that something? No relation, I assume?
Oliver grinned.
None whatsoever, just a quirky coincidence, but I'm honoured to share a last name with the best barista in town.
Uncle Henry chuckled.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Oliver. Your Americano will be ready in a jiffy, and Noah, here's your cappuccino.
The trio settled at a cosy corner table, the ambience of the cafe providing the perfect backdrop for their conversation. The aromatic coffee and the soft hum of conversation created a comforting atmosphere. As they sipped their drinks, Noah and Oliver engaged in a lively chat. Oliver couldn't help but express his genuine surprise after tasting the Americano.
"Oh, this is incredible! Seriously, Uncle Henry, I've never had coffee like this before. I might become a regular customer."
Uncle Henry beamed with pride.
"You're always welcome here, Oliver. I'll make sure every cup is as good as the first one. Noah, it's good to see you making friends."
Noah smiled, grateful for the warmth and support of his uncle. The conversation flowed seamlessly, covering topics ranging from school life to Uncle Henry's culinary adventures and the unique stories from Noah and Oliver's travels. As they laughed and exchanged stories, Oliver couldn't help but express his admiration for Uncle Henry's coffee expertise.
"No kidding, this is the best coffee I've ever had. I might become addicted, Uncle Henry."
Uncle Henry chuckled.
"Addicted to coffee? I'd say that's a pretty harmless addiction. Feel free to drop by any time, Oliver. It's always a pleasure to have guests who appreciate the art of a perfect brew."
Oliver raised his cup in a mock salute.
"You can count on it, Uncle. This might just become my new favourite spot in Columbus."
Their laughter echoed through the cafe, creating a sense of camaraderie that extended beyond the confines of school or family ties. Uncle Henry, with his amiable nature, became an unexpected mentor to Oliver, assuring him that he had a place where the coffee was exceptional and the company even better. As the conversation continued, Oliver couldn't help but express his gratitude.
"Oh, thanks, Noah, for introducing me to this hidden gem. Your uncle's cafe is like a sanctuary."
Noah nodded.
"It's more than a cafe for me, Oliver. It's a piece of home wherever we go. Now it feels like even more like home with you here."
Uncle Henry, overhearing their heartfelt exchange, smiled at the bond forming between Noah and Oliver.
"You two make quite the pair. Always welcome here, anytime you need a good cup of coffee or just some good company."
As the afternoon sun cast a warm glow on the cafe, Noah, Oliver, and Uncle Henry continued to share stories and laughter, savouring the simple joys of friendship and the comfort found in the warmth of a cup of coffee. The unexpected alliance between Noah, Oliver, and Uncle Henry created a haven in Columbus, where genuine connections flourished amidst the rich aroma of brewing coffee and the shared tales of life's adventures. As they lingered in the cosy ambience of the cafe, the bonds of friendship solidified, promising more shared moments and unforgettable experiences in the chapters yet to unfold. The days at Columbus High started unfolding, bringing both challenges and unexpected twists. As Noah and Oliver navigated the complexities of high school life, they encountered a group of students who seemed to revel in making others feel inferior. One day, as Noah was headed to his locker, a group of students blocked his path. Their leader, a tall and imposing figure named Jake, sneered at Noah with a condescending smile. Oliver, noticing the situation, quickly joined Noah's side, offering silent support. Jake chuckled.
Well, if it isn't Noah McGeorge, the new kid with a quirky uncle. You think it's something special, huh?"
Noah, maintaining his composure, replied calmly.
"Just trying to get through the day like everyone else, Jake."
The tension in the hallway was palpable as students watched the encounter unfold. Oliver, sensing the hostility, stood beside Noah, ready to back him up. Jake's grin widened.
"You might have fooled Oliver here, but we know what you're really all about. A nomad, always running away, never belonging."
Noah clenched his fists, feeling the weight of Jake's words. He glanced at Oliver, who shot him an encouraging look, silently urging him to stand strong. Oliver interjected.
"Oh, come on, Jake, what's this about? We're just trying to go about our day, no need for drama."
Jake's cronies laughed, adding to an uncomfortable atmosphere. Jake leaned in, his voice dripping with disdain.
"You two can pretend all you want, but we know your kind. Always on the fringes, never truly part of anything."
Noah, feeling the heat of the moment, took a deep breath.
Look, I'm not here to cause trouble. Let's just go our separate ways, okay?
But Jake wasn't satisfied. He stepped closer, causing a collective hush among the onlookers.
You don't get it, McGeorge. We make the rules here. You'll learn your place.
As the tension escalated, the school bell rang, signalling the end of the encounter. The crowd dispersed, leaving Noah and Oliver to exchange a concerned glance. After the first unsettling encounter with Jake, Noah, the reserved and quiet student, approached Oliver, seeking clarity about the person who seemed to be the source of his troubles. Curious yet cautious, Noah asked,
"Hey, Oliver, who is that guy Jake? What's his deal?"
Oliver sighed, sensing Noah's unease.
Jake, he's not exactly the friendliest person. Comes from a wealthy family, drives a flashy car, dresses like he's on a runway. You see, there's more to him beneath the surface. He's got this need to control and dominate, probably to live up to his family's expectations."
Noah furrowed his brow, absorbing the information.
"So what's his problem with me?"
Oliver shrugged.
"Honestly, it might not be about you personally. Jake tends to pick on anyone he sees as different or vulnerable. Just keep your distance, alright? It's better that way."
Noah nodded, his quiet nature reflecting a silent resolve.
"Got it, Oliver. I'll stay clear of him. Thanks for the heads up."
As Noah decided to keep his distance from Jake, he focused on his studies and spent time with friends who embraced the genuine connections he valued. Little did he know that this decision would set the stage of a series of events that would challenge Jake's perceptions and ultimately lead to unexpected changes at Columbus High. Noah, burdened by the recent encounter with Jake, decided to confide in his uncle about the ongoing situation at Columbus High. That evening, after the incident at school, he walked into Uncle Henry's cafe with a heavy heart. The comforting aroma of freshly brewed coffee provided a momentary respite as he approached the counter. Uncle Henry, noticing Noah's somber expression, immediately set aside the coffee he was preparing and greeted him with a concerned smile.
"Hey, kiddo, what's on your mind? You look like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders."
Noah took a deep breath and began recounting the encounter with Jake, detailing the condescending remarks and the uneasy atmosphere it had created. Uncle Henry listened attentively, his brows furrowed with growing concern.
"Oh, that's not right, Noah. No one should be treated that way," Uncle Henry said, his voice filled with empathy. "Do you want me to talk to the headmaster? I can straighten things out. Make sure they know you won't stand for this."
"No, Uncle, it's okay," Noah replied, trying to reassure his caring guardian.
"I don't want to make things worse. I'll keep my distance from Jake and his group. I don't need any more trouble."
Uncle Henry's eyes narrowed, a mix of protective concern and frustration.
"Noah, you shouldn't have to endure this. If you don't want me to talk to the headmaster, at least let me give you some advice on dealing with bullies. You can't let them control your happiness."
Noah appreciated Uncle Henry's support but insisted.
"I can handle it, Uncle. I'll be fine. Let's not make a big deal out of it. I just wanted to share what happened."
Uncle Henry sighed, understanding Noah's desire to handle things independently.
"Alright, kiddo. Promise me you'll come to me if things get worse. You're not alone in this, you hear? Now, how about a cup of your favourite cappuccino? It might not solve everything, but it's a good start."
Noah managed a small smile, grateful for Uncle Henry's understanding. As they settled into the corner of the cafe, Noah found comfort in the familiar surroundings. The rich aroma of coffee and the soft hum of conversation created a soothing backdrop for their conversation. Uncle Henry, stirring his own cup of coffee, continued to offer advice.
"Remember, Noah, people like Jake thrive on the reactions they get. If you don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you upset, they'll lose interest. So focus on your studies, spend time with friends who lift you up. Let karma take care of the rest."
Noah nodded, taking Uncle Henry's words to heart.
"I'll try, Uncle. I just want to get through this year without any more drama."
Their conversation shifted to lighter topics, with Uncle Henry sharing anecdotes from his own high school days and offering words of encouragement. As the evening unfolded, Noah felt a renewed sense of determination to navigate the challenges that lay ahead. Uncle Henry glanced at Noah with a mixture of relief and a hint of discomfort.
You know, Noah, I've always been honest with you about your parents. They were amazing people. We were a happy family, but sometimes life throws unexpected challenges at us.
Noah, always curious and persistent, leaned in, his eyes searching for more details.
Uncle, you always tell me the same story, but I feel like there's more to it. Can you tell me the whole story, please? Your parents, Joshua and Jane, were extraordinary people. They met in college, fell madly in love, decided to build a life together. They weren't interested in the conventional path. They craved simplicity, happiness, and each other's company. Uncle Henry began, his voice tinged with warmth.
Noah listened intently, soaking in every detail about the parents he had never met.
After getting married, they took on jobs that allowed them the freedom to travel and explore the world. They believed in experiencing life to the fullest, and that's what they did. Societal expectations or material possessions never confined them, Uncle Henry continued.
Noah imagined his parents as free spirits embracing the beauty of life without being weighed down by the mundane.
The three of us, your mum, Dad, and I, formed an unbreakable bond. We embarked on countless adventures, exploring hidden gems across the country. Your parents were passionate about creating memories, and they made sure each moment counted, Uncle Henry added, a nostalgic smile playing on his lips.
Noah couldn't help but feel a mix of emotions. Gratitude for his life with Uncle Henry, and a longing for the family he had lost.
Then came that fateful trip, a twist of fate that changed everything, Uncle Henry continued, his expression growing more serious. We faced a tragic accident, and while I survived, your parents, Joshua and Jane, didn't make it.
Noah's eyes welled up with tears as he listened to the heartbreaking revelation. Uncle Henry reached across the table, placing a comforting hand on Noah's shoulder.
It was a devastating loss, Noah, one that left a void in all of our lives, but despite the pain, we've built something beautiful, haven't we?
Uncle Henry said, a mixture of sorrow and resilience in his eyes. Noah nodded, silently acknowledging the unique bond they had forged in the face of tragedy.
Your parents' love for you was immeasurable, Noah. They cherished every moment with you, and I promised them that I'd do everything in my power to ensure you have a happy and fulfilling life, Uncle Henry said, his voice filled with a sense of duty and love. Noah wiped away a tear, appreciating the depth of Uncle Henry's commitment to his well-being. As for missing them, Noah, Uncle Henry continued, it's only natural. They were extraordinary people, and their spirit lives on in you. But remember, we create our own family, and we've built something special here, haven't we?
Noah nodded, grateful for the family he had in Uncle Henry.
Yeah, we have, Uncle. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Uncle Henry smiled, a mixture of sadness and joy in his eyes.
I'm here for you, kiddo. Every step of the way. Now let's finish our coffee and head back home. We've got a lot of adventures still waiting for us.
As they continued their conversation, the cafe's ambiance enveloped them in a comforting cocoon of shared memories and unspoken love. The stories of Joshua and Jane McGeorge, though tinged with sadness, became a source of strength and a reminder of the resilient spirit that bound Noah and Uncle Henry together. Noah continued to excel in both academics and sports, creating a buzz of jealousy amongst his classmates at Columbus High. Jake and his friends, driven by their own insecurities, seized every opportunity to mock and belittle Noah, trying to undermine his achievements. Yet Noah remained unfazed, finding solace in the genuine friendship he had with Oliver. One day, after taking a challenging math exam, Noah walked out of the classroom to find himself face to face with Jake and his cronies.
Well, if it isn't Noah, the academic superstar. Did you manage to memorize the entire textbook this time? Jake sneered, a mocking grin plastered on his face.
Noah glanced at Oliver, who stood by his side, offering silent support. Ignoring Jake's taunts, he replied calmly, "Just trying to do my best, Jake. You should focus on your own studies instead of worrying about mine." Jake's friends chuckled, feeding off his attempts to provoke Noah. Oliver stepped forward, his tone firm. "Come on, Jake, there's no need for this. Let's just go our separate ways." But Jake, fueled by jealousy, continued his verbal assault. "You think you're better than us, McGeorge. We all know your little act won't last forever." Noah sighed, realizing that Jake's animosity wasn't going to fade easily. "I'm not trying to prove anything, Jake. Let's just go to our next class and leave it at that." Oliver, sensing the tension, nudged Noah, signaling that it was best to walk away. As they headed to their next class, Jake's parting words lingered in the air, a constant reminder of the challenges Noah faced. Despite the ongoing mockery, Noah's bond with Oliver strengthened. They explored more of Columbus, discovering hidden gems and creating memories that overshadowed the negativity from Jake and his friends. Oliver's infectious energy and Noah's calm resilience complemented each other, forming an unbreakable friendship. One weekend, Oliver suggested a visit to a local park that overlooked the city. The view from the top was breathtaking, and it became a favourite spot for the two friends to unwind and escape the pressures of high school. As they sat on a bench overlooking the cityscape, Oliver glanced at Noah. "You know, Noah, I've never had a friend like you. Despite all the nonsense at school, you stay true to yourself. It's really inspiring." Noah smiled, grateful for Oliver's friendship. "Likewise, Oliver. You've made this chapter in my life so much better, and this park, it's like a refuge from all the chaos." Oliver nodded. "It's our sanctuary, Noah. No judgment, no mockery, just us and the view." The conversation shifted to lighter topics, away from the challenges they faced at school. As they shared anecdotes and dreams, the bond between Noah and Oliver deepened. Meanwhile, Jake and his friends continued their attempts to tarnish Noah's reputation. They spread rumours, created fake social media accounts to mock him, and even tried to turn some classmates against him. Despite the adversity, Noah remained focused on his studies and cherished the genuine connections he had. One day, as Noah and Oliver were enjoying their lunch in the school courtyard, Jake approached with a group of his followers. The tension was palpable as they circled the two friends. So McGeorge, heard you're acing every test again. Can't wait to see you crash and burn." Jake sneered, his friends echoing his sentiments. Noah maintained his composure, not letting Jake's words affect him. Oliver, however, couldn't stay silent. "Seriously, Jake, give it a rest. No one cares about your jealousy-fueled drama." Jake's face contorted with anger. "You think you're so special, McGeorge, but everyone will see through your act sooner or later." Noah, not wanting to escalate the situation, stood up and gestured to Oliver to leave. "Let's go, Oliver. We don't need this negativity." As they walked away, Jake's mocking laughter echoed in the courtyard. Despite the challenges, Noah and Oliver chose to rise above the pettiness, focusing on the positive aspects of their friendship and the support they found in each other. The school year progressed, bringing with it new challenges and triumphs. Noah's academic achievements continued to shine, and his performance in sports garnered attention from both students and teachers. The whispers of jealousy grew louder, but Noah's circle of friends, including Oliver, remained steadfast. The school event unfolded with an air of excitement, each competition showcasing the diverse talents of Columbus High's students. Noah, despite facing constant mockery and challenges from Jake and his friends, remained focused on the games, determined to prove himself on the field. As the day progressed, Noah excelled in every competition, showcasing not only his academic prowess but also his athletic abilities. His friends, including Oliver, cheered him on, providing a counterbalance to the negative energy emanating from Jake and his clique. The atmosphere was charged with competition, and Noah's quiet resilience spoke volumes. Uncle Henry, though caught up in a bustling day at the cafe, followed the events closely. His heart swelled with pride as he received updates from Noah's victories. Each win felt like a triumph over adversity, a testament to Noah's strength and character. However, the final event, where parents were invited to celebrate their children's achievements, brought an unexpected twist. Uncle Henry, striving to make it to the event, found himself swamped with customers at the cafe. Despite his best efforts, he couldn't break away, feeling torn between his responsibilities and his desire to support Noah. Inside the event venue, Noah eagerly awaited his uncle's arrival, unaware of the challenges Uncle Henry faced. As the moment arrived for the overall trophy presentation, the headmaster requested Noah to call his parents to the stage. A sense of confusion and sadness washed over Noah as he realized his uncle was not there. Jake, seizing the opportunity to further humiliate Noah, whispered mockingly to his friends, Look at him, with no parents to show, just his quirky uncle, probably too embarrassed to be seen with him. Despite the jubilation of winning the overall trophy, Noah's heart sank as Jake and his friends continued the relentless mockery. The cheers from the crowd seemed distant, drowned out by the hurtful words aimed at him. Oliver, sensing Noah's distress, offered a comforting pat on the shoulder.
Hey, forget them, Noah. You did amazing! That trophy is proof of your hard work, Oliver reassured him.
Noah managed a small smile, appreciating Oliver's support. However, the absence of Uncle Henry loomed over him, leaving a void that even the shiny trophy couldn't fill. As the mocking intensified, Noah decided to confront Jake.
Enough, Jake! I won fair and square. If you can't handle it, that's your problem.
Jake, fueled by frustration, retorted,
I'll... look who's talking. No parents to share the victory with. Just an uncle who couldn't bother showing up. Noah gritted his teeth, refusing to let Jake's words get to him. My uncle couldn't make it due to unexpected circumstances, but that doesn't diminish my achievement. You can't belittle what I've earned.
But Jake persisted, fueled by envy and resentment.
Oh, he's got his uncle running a cafe. Probably too embarrassed to show up. No real family, just a bunch of losers. Noah felt the sting of Jake's words, but he refused to let it break his composure. He stepped forward, addressing Jake with a calm determination. Winning and losing is part of the game, Jake. It's not about family status or background. It's about dedication and hard work. Maybe you should try focusing on that instead of mocking others. Jake's friends and his classmates laughed along, but Noah's words seemed to strike a nerve. Oliver, sensing the situation could escalate, nudged Noah to let it go. Oh, come on, Noah. Let's not waste our time on them. You've got your trophy. That's what matters. As they walked away, Noah couldn't shake off the hurtful comments. Oliver placed a comforting hand on his shoulder. Don't let them get to you, Noah. You earned this, and no one can take that away from you. Meanwhile, Uncle Henry, rushing to the school after managing the bustling crowd at his cafe, arrived just in time to witness Noah receiving the trophy. His heart swelled with pride, but he couldn't help but feel a pang of regret for not being there during the pivotal moment. After the ceremony, Noah approached Uncle Henry, a mix of joy and sadness in his eyes. Uncle, you missed it. I won the overall trophy, but they were making fun of me for not having parents there. Uncle Henry, his eyes filled with both remorse and pride, hugged Noah tightly. I am so sorry, Noah. I got caught up with the calf, but I'm immensely proud of you. Let's celebrate your victory together. Noah smiled, appreciating Uncle Henry's genuine concern. Oh, it's okay, Uncle. I understand. Let's go grab something to eat. As they headed to their favourite diner, Oliver joined them, offering his unwavering support. The trio, bound by friendship and family ties, shared a meal that helped lift Noah's spirits despite the lingering disappointment. The night stretched on and Noah lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. The echoes of Jake's taunts lingered in his mind, and despite the triumph of winning the trophy, a sense of emptiness tugged at his heart. The room, usually a haven of peace, now felt suffocating. Uncle Henry, sensing Noah's turmoil, knocked softly and entered the room. His comforting presence brought a small smile to Noah's face. Hey, kiddo. Mind if I join you for a moment? Noah nodded, and Uncle Henry settled on the edge of the bed. You did amazing today, Noah. I'm sorry I couldn't make it in time for the ceremony. It's okay, Uncle, I understand. It just hurts, you know. They keep mocking me and I can't seem to escape it, Noah admitted, his voice carrying the weight of frustration. Uncle Henry sighed, his eyes filled with empathy. Oh, Noah, I wish I could shield you from all of this. High school can be tough, especially when there are people like Jake who thrive on bringing others down, but remember, their words don't define you. You're strong, and you've got a heart of gold. Don't let them tarnish that. Noah appreciated Uncle Henry's words, a small comfort amid the turmoil. I just want to get through this without any more drama, Uncle. Is that too much to ask? Uncle Henry chuckled, ruffling Noah's hair affectionately. I wish it were that simple, kiddo, but life has a way of throwing challenges at us. What matters is how we face them. Noah nodded, absorbing Uncle Henry's wisdom. I know, Uncle. It's just hard sometimes. They sat in companionable silence for a while, the quiet broken only by the distant sounds of the night. Uncle Henry, feeling a need to lift Noah's spirits, decided to broach a different topic. You know, tomorrow's a special day, right? Noah's eyes brightened for a moment, the flicker of excitement replacing the shadows. Yeah, I remember. Uncle Henry grinned. Okay, kiddo. After your school, let's have some fun for the special day. Noah's expression softened as he thought about the journey they had undertaken. Oh, thanks for being there for me, Uncle. Even on days like today, I'm grateful to have you. Uncle Henry pulled Noah into a warm hug. Oh, I'm grateful to have you too, Noah. You have brought so much joy and meaning to my life. Now let's not dwell on the negativity. Tomorrow is a day for celebration.
As they parted ways for the night, Uncle Henry whispered,
Sleep well, kiddo. Tomorrow is a new day and we'll face it together.
The next morning, Noah woke up to the aroma of pancakes and the sight of his uncle, adorned with balloons and a beaming smile. The kitchen was filled with warmth as Uncle Henry prepared a special breakfast to celebrate Noah's 18th birthday.
Happy birthday, kiddo!
Uncle Henry exclaimed, presenting the pancake stack with a lit candle.
Make a wish!
Noah couldn't help but smile as he made a silent wish and blew out the candle. The pancakes were accompanied by a beautifully decorated cake that read,
Happy 18, kiddo.
It was a simple yet heartfelt gesture that filled Noah's heart with gratitude.
Thanks, Uncle. This means a lot, Noah said,
genuinely touched by the effort his uncle had put into making his day special. Uncle Henry grinned.
Well, birthdays are meant to be celebrated, especially when you've got such an amazing nephew. Now, dig in before the pancakes get cold.
As they enjoyed breakfast, the doorbell rang, and Oliver stood outside with a bright grin on his face. Noah opened the door, and Oliver immediately pulled him into a hug, exclaiming,
Happy birthday, Noah! Got something special for you!
Oliver handed Noah a beautifully wrapped gift, and Noah's eyes lit up with curiosity.
Oh, you really didn't have to, Oliver.
Nonsense! Open it, Oliver insisted. Noah unwrapped the gift to find a carefully selected book, one he had been eyeing for months.
Oliver, you remembered! Oh, thank you so much!
Oliver chuckled.
Of course I did. Now let's make today unforgettable. We've got plans, my friend.
Noah, filled with gratitude for his uncle and friend, felt a renewed sense of strength as they headed to school. The usual apprehension about facing Jake and his friends was replaced by determination to focus on the positive aspects of his life. Noah's mind buzzed with confusion and disbelief as he entered the school the day after his 18th birthday celebration. The unusual stares from his classmates and even teachers intensified his bewilderment. He glanced at Oliver, who wore a similar expression of confusion.
Oliver, do you have any idea what's going on?
Noah whispered as they made their way to the classroom. Oliver shook his head, equally puzzled.
I've no clue, Noah. Maybe it's just the aftermath of yesterday's events?
Noah nodded, trying to brush off the uneasy feeling that crept over him. However, as he entered the classroom, the atmosphere changed drastically. Every student in the room turned to face him, their expressions a mix of excitement and anticipation. Noah's confusion deepened. One by one, his classmates approached him, handing him gifts and offering him warm wishes. Noah couldn't fathom why everyone seemed to be celebrating him, especially when he had always been the target of mockery from Jake and his friends. Even the teachers seemed in on the surprise, congratulating him with smiles and well wishes. As the news of his apparent popularity spread, more students from other classes approached him, showering him with gifts and admiration. Noah was overwhelmed, struggling to comprehend the sudden shift in perception. In the midst of the chaos, Jake and his friends, who usually took every opportunity to belittle Noah, watched in astonishment. The air was thick with disbelief as they witnessed their usual target becoming the centre of positive attention. Noah glanced at Oliver, his eyes searching for an explanation. Oliver shrugged, equally perplexed.
I've no idea, Noah. This is bizarre.
After the school day concluded, Noah couldn't shake off the surreal experience. On his way home, people on the streets glanced at him, some even offering nods of approval and smiles. Noah felt like he had entered an alternate reality, one where he was celebrated instead of ridiculed. When he reached home, Uncle Henry was eagerly waiting for him. His uncle's face displayed a mix of excitement and nervousness. Noah wasted no time and bombarded him with questions.
Uncle, do you know what's happening? Why is everyone treating me like I'm so important?
Noah asked, his confusion evident. Uncle Henry hesitated before motioning towards the television.
Sit down, Noah. There's something you need to see.
Noah stared at the television screen in disbelief, his face plastered across the news channels with headlines that read, Heir of the Belmont Aguila dynasty revealed, Noah McGeorge's hidden identity unveiled. His mind raced, unable to comprehend the sudden revelation. Turning to Uncle Henry, who stood nervously beside him, Noah bombarded him with questions.
"Uncle, what is happening? Why am I on the news? Why are they talking about me?"
Uncle Henry motioned for Noah to sit down, his own expression a mix of apprehension and sorrow.
"Noah, there's something I should have told you a long time ago. Please sit down. I'll explain everything."
As Noah took a seat, Uncle Henry began a story that shattered the reality Noah had known. He spoke of the powerful Belmont Aguila family, the most influential dynasty in the world. Noah's eyes widened in disbelief as he learnt about Joshua Belmont and Jane Aguila, two figures of immense influence who had fallen deeply in love.
"Jane and Joshua were your parents, Noah,"
Uncle Henry revealed, his voice heavy with the weight of the long-kept secret.
"And you, my dear, are the heir to the Belmont Aguila legacy, the most powerful family in the world."
Uncle Henry took a deep breath, preparing to unravel the details of the tragic accident that had altered the course of Noah's life.
"Joshua and Jane were deeply in love," he began,
his gaze distant as he recalled the painful memories.
On their third anniversary, they decided to celebrate at their favorite spot, Sunset Cliffs Natural Park in San Diego. It was a place that held special meaning for them.
Noah listened intently, the gravity of the situation settling in.
After a day of celebrating their love, they were heading home. And that's when tragedy struck.
Uncle Henry continued, his voice steady but laced with sorrow.
They were involved in a horrific accident that left them both severely injured.
Noah's eyes widened, his heart heavy with the impending revelation.
Jane and Joshua were rushed to the hospital, Uncle Henry continued. The doctors did everything they could to save them. Joshua underwent surgery, but unfortunately he didn't make it. Jane, in her final moments, held on, hoping to see you one last time.
A lump formed in Noah's throat as he absorbed the weight of those words.
Before she passed away, she entrusted me with your care, Uncle Henry explained, his eyes reflecting both the weight of the responsibility and the love he had for Noah. She asked me to keep you away from the complexities of your heritage until you turned 18.
Noah stumbled backward, his mind struggling to process the revelation.
But I thought my parents were just ordinary people. Why didn't you tell me?
Uncle Henry sighed.
Noah, Jane wanted to keep you safe. There were people who would have taken advantage of your lineage, and she wanted you to live a normal life until you were ready. She asked me to keep you away from everything until you turned 18.
As Uncle Henry recounted the details of Noah's hidden heritage, Noah's emotions spiraled into a whirlwind of shock, grief, and confusion. He couldn't reconcile the image of the ordinary life he'd led with the extraordinary legacy that was now thrust upon him. Uncle Henry continued, revealing the depth of Noah's connection to the Belmont Aguila family. He explained that, from a young age, unseen forces had been watching and protecting Noah. The gifts from schoolmates, the mysterious celebration, it was all orchestrated to introduce him to his true identity and put an end to the bullying he faced.
Your grandparents, the leaders of the Belmont Aguila family, have been watching over you closely. They wanted you to have a normal childhood away from the pressures of your lineage, Uncle Henry confessed.
Noah's tears flowed freely as the weight of the revelation settled on his shoulders.
I can't believe this, Uncle. My whole life has been a lie.
Uncle Henry embraced Noah, offering the only solace he could.
Noah, I love you as my own son. I wanted to protect you from the burden of this legacy until you were ready. I should have been honest with you, and I'm sorry for the lies.
As the truth sank in, Noah grappled with the enormity of his newfound identity. He realized the implications it had on his past, his present, and his future. The echoes of Jake's taunts about his family seemed like distant memories in the face of this revelation.
I need some time to process this, Uncle, Noah whispered, his voice choked with emotion.
Uncle Henry nodded, understanding the magnitude of the revelation.
Take all the time you need, Noah. I'm here for you.
Uncle Henry sighed.
I understand, Noah. This is a lot to take in, but you're not alone. Your family, your heritage, it doesn't change the person you are. You're still the same Noah McGeorge we've known and loved.
Noah nodded, grateful for Uncle Henry's reassurance.
What do I do now, Uncle? How do I navigate this new reality?
Uncle Henry offered a warm smile.
First, take your time to absorb everything. Then, when you're ready, we'll connect with your grandparents and explore what this legacy means for you. But remember, you have the power to shape your own destiny, no matter the circumstances.
In the following days, Noah began to grapple with the complexities of his newfound identity. He learnt more about the Belmont Aguila legacy, its responsibilities, and the weight it carried. His grandparents reached out, expressing their love and readiness to guide him through the journey that lay ahead. Noah's life unfolded in ways he could never have anticipated after learning about his lineage. As he completed his studies, the weight of his family's legacy loomed large over him. The news of his identity had spread, and people around him, once fueled by fear, now viewed him with a mix of awe and trepidation. However, Noah, true to his nature, embraced everyone with kindness and humility, disarming those who had once bullied him. Grateful for the unwavering support of Oliver throughout their high school and college years, Noah and Oliver found themselves attending the same university. College life brought new adventures, challenges, and opportunities for Noah to further expand his circle of influence. Despite his newfound status, Noah remained grounded, using his position to advocate for positive change. Noah's benevolence extended beyond the campus walls. He initiated anti-bullying projects worldwide, leveraging his family's resources to make a significant impact. The projects aimed to create awareness, provide support to victims, and address the root causes of bullying. His efforts garnered widespread acclaim, and Noah became a symbol of resilience and compassion. As he stepped into the role of the family's heir alongside his uncle, Noah's leadership skills flourished. Under his guidance, the family's business empire expanded, not just in terms of financial success, but also in philanthropy. Noah's vision was clear: to use his influence for the greater good. Uncle Henry, witnessing Noah's transformation, couldn't have been prouder.
You've surpassed all my expectations, Noah, not just as an heir, but as a compassionate and driven individual,
he remarked one evening, a genuine smile on his face. Noah, reflecting on his journey, acknowledged the pivotal role Uncle Henry played in shaping his character.
You've been my guiding light, Uncle. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done.
Oliver, too, remained an integral part of Noah's life. Their friendship had weathered the storms of high school and evolved into a brotherhood. Together they navigated the challenges of adulthood, sharing laughter, aspirations, and even occasional heartbreaks. As the anniversary of his parents' passing approached, Noah felt a deep sense of gratitude and a desire to honour their memory. He approached Uncle Henry and Oliver with a proposition.
How about we celebrate my parents' anniversary at Sunset Cliffs Natural Park? It's where their love story began, and I want to pay tribute to them.
Both Uncle Henry and Oliver readily agreed, and the trio embarked on a journey to the picturesque cliffs. The salty breeze and the crashing waves created a serene backdrop as they reached the familiar spot that held both joy and sorrow. Noah stood at the edge of the cliff, gazing at the vast expanse of the ocean. Memories of his parents flooded his mind as he silently thanked them for everything, for the love they shared, the sacrifices they made, and the legacy they left behind. He turned to Uncle Henry and Oliver, a genuine smile on his face.
Thank you, both of you, for being my family, for standing by me when the world doubted me. Let's celebrate their love and our journey together.
The three of them shared stories, laughter, and even a few tears as they celebrated the love that transcended time. Noah, feeling a profound connection with his parents, whispered words of gratitude to the wind. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting hues of pink and orange across the sky, Noah turned towards the vastness of the ocean.
I love you, Mum and Dad,
he uttered, the words carried away by the gentle breeze. Uncle Henry, moved by the moment, hugged Noah tightly.
I'm proud of the man you've become, Noah. Your parents would be too.
Noah turned to Oliver, who had been a constant source of support.
Thank you, Oliver, for being my friend, my confidant, and my family.
Oliver, with a smile, replied,
Always, Noah. We're in this journey together.
The trio, bound by love and shared experiences, stood united against the backdrop of the setting sun. As they made their way back, Noah felt a profound sense of closure and gratitude. His parents' love story had laid the foundation for his own journey, and the people around him had become the pillars of support and strength. Back at their homes, as they bid each other good night, Noah hugged Uncle Henry and Oliver once more.
Stay with me forever, he whispered,
expressing the depth of his appreciation and love for the family he had chosen. Uncle Henry, kissing Noah on the forehead, replied,
We're here for you always.
Oliver, with a smile, added,
You're stuck with us, mate.
And so the bonds of love and friendship continued to flourish, creating a tapestry of shared moments, triumphs, and a lifetime of togetherness for Noah, Uncle Henry, and Oliver. Also, with resilience and determination, Noah McGeorge embraced his destiny as the heir to the Belmont Aguila legacy, weaving his own narrative into the intricate threads of a story that spanned generations.